Fourth point, the revolution and everyday life. On 5th May 1789, King Louis XVI called for an assembly of the Estates General. It means a political body to which the three estates send their representatives for the assembly. The first and second estates send 300 representatives each. But the third estate sent 600 representatives. They were more favorable and educated than first and second estates members. The members of the third estate demanded that voting should be conducted by taking assembly as a whole, where each member should have one vote. But the king just rejected this proposal. Finally, third estate declared themselves a national assembly. Also declared to draft a new constitution for France that would limit the powers of the monarchy. Finally, France becomes a constitutional monarchy in 1791. The National Assembly completed the draft of the constitution. The powers were separated and assigned to different institutions like the legislative, executive, and judiciary. As we said before, the change of powers made France a constitutional monarchy. So, the laws were to be made by the National Assembly. What was the main laws or what was highlighted in the laws? Mainly, men who were above 25 years of age and who paid tax equal to at least 3 days of a laborer's wage were given the status of active citizens. The remaining men and women were classified as passive citizens. Secondly, a declaration of the rights of men and citizens, such as the right to life, freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, and equality before law. So, they were the main laws in the constitution. Once the constitution was laid down, France became a republic, and there were many small clubs that were formed. One of the major clubs during that time was Jacobean Club. Now, this Jacobean Club was very important, and this played a major role in liberation. However, later, the main leader of Jacobean, Maximilien Robespierre, basically established a region of terror, and later he was beheaded. So for now, France became republic at a period of time. It enjoyed for nearly 10 years when Napoleon came to power in 1804, initially as a liberator. Slowly and gradually, the idea was to abolish the slavery. Now, the 3 ways trade in slaves started between Europe, Africa, and America in the 17th century. This was known as a triangular slave trade. Finally, in 1848, totally and completely slavery was abolished from the French colonies. Then, what was the idea of this revolution? This revolution ultimately brought freedom of speech and expression, more freedom to the press, and removing any kind of censorship that existed. Basically, those things. As we said, Napoleon came in power in 1804 with the idea of being a liberator. Later, he was defeated at the Waterloo in 1850. During this time, France witnessed a kind of ups and downs or a series of processes during this journey. In the ideas of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy of the French Revolution, which spread all over Europe. This is the explanation of this chapter. Please students read it. Then now I will give you the summary of this chapter. When Louis XVI became King of France in 1774, the French treasury was empty. King was forced to increase the tax. Then French society was divided into three estates. The first one, the clergy, the nobility, and the rest of the population. Only the third estate paid all the tax. France became constitutional monarchy in 1791. Slavery was abolished from France in 1848. Okay students, now I will give you some homeworks. That one word answer you have to find out from your textbooks. The questions are here. Question number 1. When did Louis XVI become the King of France? Question number 2. The book The Spirit of the Laws was written by dash. Question number 3. The 18th century witnessed in the emergence of which new social group in France? Question number 4. An extreme situation in which the basic means of livelihood are endangered is known as dash. Question number 5. When did Louis XVI call an assembly of the Estates General to pass proposals for new tax? Question number 6. Who wrote the Declaration of the Rights to Women and Citizen? Question number 7. When did Napoleon Bonaparte crown himself as Emperor of France? Last question. Question number 8. Who is the composer of the national anthem Marseillaise? Please write this answer in your copy. Okay students, now I will give you some short answers. Then you write in your copy. Question number 1. Describe the events of 14th July 1789. Or describe the incident which took place in the morning of 14th July 1789 in France. The answer: the following events took place in the morning of 14th July 1789 in France. First point: in the morning of 14th July 1789, the king ordered his troops to move into Paris. There was a rumor that he ordered his army to open fire upon the citizens. A second point: 7,000 men and women gathered in front of the town and decided to form a people's military. Third point: agitated crowd broke into a number of government buildings in search of arms. Fourth point: a group of several 100 people stormed in the fortress prison, the Bastille, where they hoped to find hoarded ammunition. The fifth point: the crowd destroyed the Bastille. The commander of the Bastille was killed and 7 prisoners released. Question number 2. Which 3 causes led to the subsistence crisis in France during the Old Regime? Or what is a subsistence crisis? Explain any 3 factors responsible for the same. The answer: A subsistence crisis can be defined as an extreme situation where the basic means of livelihood are endangered. During the old regime, France faced in the subsistence crisis because the population of France had increased from 23 million in 1715 to 28 million in 1789, which led to a rapid increase in the demand for food grains. But the production of grains could not keep pace with this demand. Question number 6. How did France become a constitutional monarchy? The answer, France became a constitutional monarchy in the following ways. First point, the first step was the drafting of the constitution by the National Assembly in 1791. Its main objective was to limit the powers of the monarchy. The second point, the next step was that the powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of the monarch, were separated and divided between the legislative, the executive and the judiciary by the constitution. Finally, the constitution of 1791 vested the powers to make laws in the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected. Question number 7. Explain any 3 features of the Constitution of France drafted in 1791. Answer. 3 features of the Constitution of the France drafted in 1791 were: the Constitution reduced the king's powers by distributing them between 3 institutions called the legislative, executive and judiciary. Second point, the Constitution gave the power of making of laws to the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected by a group of electors who in turn were elected by the registered voters. Third point, according to the Constitution, only men above 25 years and paying a certain minimum amount of tax were allowed to vote. The remaining men and women remained passive citizens. The second point, most workers got fixed wages which did not keep pace with the rising prices of objects of daily use. So the gap between the poor and the rich increased. Last point, things became worse when drought or hail reduced in the harvest, causing shortages. Question number 3. Give reasons as to why was the National Assembly formed by the people of Third Estate. The National Assembly was formed by the people of the Third Estate due to following reasons. First point, Louis XVI called together an assembly of the Estates General on 5th May 1789 to pass proposals for new tax. Second point, the first and second estates sent 300 representatives each, while third estate sent 600 representatives. Third point, Louis XVI wanted to continue with old voting system in which each estate had one vote. But members of the third estate wanted to new voting system where each member have one vote. Fourth point, the king rejected this proposal, and on 20th June 1789, Third Estate declared themselves as National Assembly. Question number 4. What was the contribution of Mirabeau and Sieyès to the formation of the National Assembly? The answer, the contribution of Mirabeau and Sieyès to the formation of National Assembly were: the first point, Mirabeau and Sieyès led the movement of representatives of the Third Estate who declared themselves a National Assembly. They demanded that voting in the Estate General to be conducted by the Assembly as a whole, in which each member would have a vote. However, the demand was rejected by the king. The second point, during the formation of National Assembly, Mirabeau brought out a journal, and through his writings and powerful speeches, he tried to inspire the representatives. A third point, Sieyès wrote an important pamphlet, What is the Third Estate, to further inspire the representatives of National Assembly. Question number 5. Explain in the immediate causes of outbreak of the revolt in France in 1789. Answer, many causes contributed in the outbreak of the revolt of France in 1789. The following causes are in its immediate causes. First one, Louis XVI called a meeting of Estate General to increase tax. The representatives from the first and second estate were seated in rows facing and other on two sides, while the members of the third estate had to stand at the back. Next point, this disrespect of the third estate was the first cause which created a feeling of disrespect which further led to a revolution. Another cause was that some representatives of third estate, such as some peasants, artisans and women, were denied entry to the assembly. The last point, the last cause was that the demand of the third estate of one vote for each member was rejected by the king in this assembly. Number 6. How did France become a constitutional monarchy? The answer, France became a constitutional monarchy in the following ways. First, the first step was the drafting of the constitution by the National Assembly in 1791. Its main objective was to limit the powers of the monarch. The next step was that the powers, instead of being concentrated in the hands of the monarch, were separated and divided between the legislature, the executive and the judiciary by the constitution. A third point, and finally, the constitution of 1791 vested the powers to make laws in the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected. Question number 7. Explain any 3 features of the Constitution of France drafted in 1791. 3 features of the Constitution of France drafted in 1791 were: the Constitution reduced the king's powers by distributing them between 3 institutions called the legislature, executive and judiciary. Next point, The Constitution gave the power of making of laws to the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected by a group of electors who in turn were elected by the registered voters. Last point, according to Constitution, only men above 25 years old paying a certain minimum amount of tax were allowed to vote. The remaining men and women remain passive citizens. Question number 8. Who were the Jacobeans? Write about them in 2 points. The Jacobeans was one of the most successful clubs, which got its name from the former convent of Saint Jacob in Paris. The Jacobeans are described in the following ways. The Jacobeans Club became an important rallying point for people who wished to discuss government policies and plan their own forms of action. The next point, the members of the Jacobean Club belonged mainly to the less prosperous sections of society, which included small shopkeepers, artisans like shoemakers, pastry cooks, watchmakers, painters, servants, daily wage workers, etc. Question number 9. What was the condition of women in France before the revolution? Or evaluate the role of women in France before the revolution. The answer, the condition role of the women in the France before the revolution is stated in the following points. First point, all women were classified as passive citizens. They did not have voting powers. Second point, they worked as seamstresses or laundresses, sold flowers, fruits and vegetables, or worked as domestic servants. Third point, their wages were lower than the of men. They looked after their children, did the cooking, fetching water, and queued up for bread. The last point, most women did not have access to education or job training. Only daughters of wealthy parents could study at a convent, after which they were married off. Question number 10. Describe the divisions in French society before the French Revolution. The French society was divided into 3 estates. The first estate, it comprised of the clergy, which was a group of persons which have its special functions in the church. They were excepted from paying tax to the state. A second estate, this estate comprised of nobility, which were the aristocrats and landlords. They were considered above law and exempted from paying tax. The third estate, this comprised in the big businessmen, merchants, peasants, artisans, city workers, and the middle class people like teachers, doctors, lawyers, writers, landless labor, servants, etc. All such people had no political rights. They had to pay many kinds of tax like tithes to church by peasants and a direct tax, that is taille, and also a number of indirect tax were given by all members of third estate. Now we will see the long answers. Two questions are there with one answer. Okay, one. What were the causes for the empty treasury of France under Louis XVI? Assess any three causes. State any four causes for the empty treasury of France under Louis XVI. The answer, the causes for the empty treasury of France under Louis XVI were, here 4 points are given. Please see this answer and write in your copy. Question number 2. The French Revolution popularized many symbols. Each symbol depicted some basic values. Mention the symbols and related values. The answers are here. Question number 3. What landmark decisions were taken by the National Assembly led by the Third Estate on the 14th August 1789? What were its result? Or the National Assembly led by the Third Estate took some landmark decisions on 4th August 1789, which brought landmark changes in French society. Justify the statement. The answer is here. The first, second points are here. Third, fourth points are here. The result of these decisions were name one of the most important of the politically active women in revolutionary France. What do you know about her? The answer is here. Question number 5. How was slavery abolished in France? There were different ways that slavery abolished from France. Mainly 3 points are there. Question number 6. What changes did people witness in everyday life after the revolution of 1789 in France? The following are the points. Mainly there are 5 points. Question number 7. What was the contribution of the French philosophers in the outbreak of the Revolution of 1789 in France? Or what is the role of philosophers in the French Revolution? The revolutionary ideas of philosophers encourage people to fight for their rights. These philosophers and their ideas were here. Now we will see the map-based questions and its answer. The questions asked here, nearby there is the answer. Okay students, we completed our chapter. Please all these questions and answers write in your copybook. Thank you. Have a nice day.